Hello, good evening, everybody. It is the Light Clinic for our Sunday evening live stream where we talk healing, health, and wellness. And who needs it more than all of us right now in the times that we find ourselves? And I have a special announcement tonight that I am going to make. So make sure you stick around because I have something coming that is awesome and amazing and that I am very excited about. But tonight, in light of the times that we find ourselves in with everything that's going on, the state of humanity, I see every day many people are troubled about the state of the world, the state of humanity, what's going on in Palestine, what's going on in the United States, what's going on in all sorts of other countries in the world. When we see things that um, we know are wrong and that are hurting others, and it seems to be really disastrous, and it is. And it bothers us. We sit and go about our day to day and we see all sorts of images, we see all sorts of things, and we become bothered. On top of the fact that we still have to live our day to day lives, go to work, raise our children, do things for our families, and just deal with just regular life stuff, right? So tonight is about um, he, uh, healing, energy healing, and just what can we do? And it's a little bit of a different take because, first of all, let's talk general first about just healing, health, and wellness. If you want to be healed, healthy, and well, then you have to have a proactive approach in addition to additional approaches and things that you use or do when you actually do fall ill. And it can be any illness. And mainly, I talk about common chronic diseases. However, we have to fight things two ways. One is we need to be proactive so that we're set up for success, so that we're set up to be able to be strong and to function at our optimal uh, health and wellness. And how do you do that? That is done by incorporating things into your daily life and your daily lifestyle. What kind of things comes to question? And what I'm talking about is, for example, what kind of routines do you have when you wake up in the morning? Uh, what things do you do to set yourself up for success? If you wake up to an alarm and then you lay in bed for a few more minutes, dreading the time that your feet have to hit the floor, and then you rush to get out of bed and rush to get ready and rush to go wherever you need to be, that's not a healthy start to the day. That's a stressful start to the day. When a good strategy and a more healthy strategy and a way you can set yourself up for success is to have a routine where you go to bed at the same time, you wake up at the same time, and eventually you won't even need an alarm clock, for example. You do things instead of jumping out of bed and checking your phone and worrying about what you have to do first to hurry up and get out the door. How about waking up and finding a way to greet the morning, greet the day? So for example, on your deck, on your balcony, on your porch, just open a window, whatever it is that you can do. Open the window, go out on the deck, go out on the porch. After, of course, you go to the bathroom and do your hygiene stuff, and just take a few deep breaths and welcome the day. Express gratitude that you are alive on this planet another day to do something positive, to be a positive member of this world, that you are granted another day, that you are alive and are able to do something with it. So if you wake up, go do your hygiene stuff, go to the bathroom, do whatever you do first there, and then just simply take a breath of fresh air from nature in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take 2 or 3, and then express gratitude for the day, welcome the day. I welcome the day. This is what I do quite often. I might miss a morning here and there, but I make sure that I'm outside. I have dogs, so I do it while I walk my dogs. And I'll take my 3 deep breaths in through the nose, blow it slowly out through the mouth. I'll say good morning, greet the day, and I will express a sentiment of gratitude. I am so grateful for this day. It's beautiful. Listen to the birds, look at the sky. And that's it. It takes all of about less than 2 minutes. You don't have to spend any major time. You don't have to do anything extra. That simple little thing makes the difference between starting your day out on the right foot or not. That is one thing that you can do to promote and be proactive about your healing, health, and wellness. In addition to that, some of the other things that we do, which everybody talks about, what we eat, how we eat, what kinds of food we're putting in our body, and that's important. But that's not the topic tonight. The topic tonight is how can you make it easy for yourself? How can you do that and make it easy for yourself? You don't have to go out and buy all sorts of special food. You don't have to go out and spend, you know, extra hard-earned dollars to get special food. You don't have to make all these fancy recipes, one for every night. You don't have to do that. Get your food fresh. Get the vegetables the way they are. Get the meat or chicken or fish or whatever you're going to have, and just make it plain and simple. Plain and simple. And prep it. So you might cook on Sunday, you might make 3 different meal preps for the week, but make it simple. Just potatoes are potatoes, carrots are carrots. Make it very simple. You don't have to do all these fancy recipes that keep you in the kitchen for hours at a time. Keep it simple. Potato, you can put potato in with some butter, salt, and pepper, cook it up in a pan. Doesn't take that long, and eat it just like that with a piece of chicken that you did in the oven, or you can even do the chicken on the top of the stove. Something easy. And then when you're stuck for time, make good choices about what you get that you need to do quickly. So instead of getting the junk, with 50 ingredients, 25 of them that you can't read, pick something that is simple, easy, and has a few ingredients in it, so it's a better choice than getting all the chemical stuff, and use that once in a while. Use frozen vegetables once in a while if you're stuck and you can't get the fresh vegetables. There's always a corner that you can cut, and still not eat all of the trash and junk and chemical toxic foods that are out there. That's another way you can set yourself up for success. Third way you can set yourself up for success for healing, health, and wellness is have a toolkit that you use of items, of herbs, remedies, things that you use regularly. For example, every day when I get dressed in the morning, I have certain essential oils that I use. I'm going to start going over the benefits of certain oils because it's so easy. And you don't have to have 150 oils. Some basic oils, if you use them every day, they boost your immunity. They give you a defense system. It provides you with a defense system. So I use an oil for immunity. I use an oil to boost my immunity. I use an oil for balance. I use an oil that just makes me happy because of the scent or the smell that lifts me up, brings me joy. I use those same oils, and I'm going to talk about that in another show, but I use those same oils. That's part of my medicine cabinet every day. They're sitting out where I get dressed in the morning, in front of the mirror where I do what I do. And all I do, I don't even spend a lot of time putting them on. If I'm in a hurry, I put them all in my hand, put it together, put it everywhere. Basically, you want to put it on your temples, you want to put it on your wrist, pulse points, you want to put it behind your neck, on your chest, and swipe the bottom of your feet. Feet. That's it. That takes all of about maybe 2 minutes. You don't have to do one oil here, then another oil here, then another oil here, then another oil, and make it all complicated. Just put them on. And then in that same medicine cabinet, then what you do is you have other items that you use when you start to feel like you're coming down with something. So you've been proactive. You use certain items each day. I'm specifically talking about oils that I use for immunity, to boost my immune system, etc. But then you have a defense system. So when you start getting sick, I have about 3 oils that I add on. One of them is oregano. I don't wear oregano every day. But when I start feeling like I'm going to come down with something, I will take oregano oil and I will put that on the bottom of my feet. And there's other oils that I use too, but that's part of my defense system when I feel like I'm getting sick. If I feel like I'm coming down with a headache, peppermint is something that I have, and I will use that. So you have to approach this from 2 ways: being proactive and then have a defense system when you actually start feeling unwell. So I talked about your routine, your morning routine, welcoming the day, expression of gratitude, being grateful for the day, welcoming the day, taking in fresh air from the natural world, from God's world, and then um, making good choices as far as food and making it simple. Don't do all these fancy recipes and buy all this extra stuff. When you eat a potato, eat a potato. When you eat a carrot, eat a carrot. If you can eat things and cook things as close to how God made them, they're much easier and take a lot less time to make. And then you have a defense system. So you have your daily defense that you use proactively as far as your medicine kit or your medicine cabinet. In herbal medicine, I use essential oils and I use various herbs. Once again, I have certain ones that I use each day. I'm going to go into that in a different show, talking about different oils and different herbal medicine remedies that I use. But I do them all myself. I don't go buy these expensive things from any place. I make things myself, and I use certain things proactively every day. And then other things I use when I'm getting sick. So that's my defense system. So, really, if you want your body to function, your body, mind, soul, and spirit to function at optimal wellness and health, you have to be proactive and you have to have a defense system once you do start feeling ill. Now, that is in regards to, we talked about routine, we talked about food, we talked about having your medicine cabinet. But let's go to energy medicine, everybody. Let's go to energy medicine. What can we do there? Now, I'm going to give you something today that you can start using tomorrow. And when I do this, I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see. Let me see right here. So, in any good healing, any good energy healing, you should always release first, because in our day to day, we collect a lot of stuff between emails, between stresses and pressures of life, between worries that we have, anxieties that we have, past things that still bother us, all sorts of happenings in a day. We collect things and accumulate things within ourselves. And our energy gets stuck, our energy gets stifled, and it becomes very, very heavy. So we have to clear or release. And I'm going to share with you, and we're going to do it together. This is a release chant. It comes from the Native Cherokee tradition, And all it is nai, nai, nai hoa. And what it means is I release, I release, I release into the sacredness of all that is. So, how you do this, and I always connect with my heart first. So, I make the intention to connect with my heart. And I take 3 deep breaths. Then I use my inside voice and I make the intention to connect with my heart. I imagine dropping into a beautiful lotus flower, dropping into my heart, connecting with my heart. And then you want to make the intention of what you wish to release. So, whatever it would be, you make the intention, I want to release this anxiety. I want to release this pressure. I want to release this stress of today. I want to release my guilt. I want to release whatever it may be. And then it's done like this. I'm going to take you through a whole cycle. Nai, 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 hoa. 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 Now we sing it in half of the voice. Nai, 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 hoa. 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 Now you sing half of the voice. Nai, 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 hoa. 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 Now a whisper. I feel better already. What you do, this is good for relieving stress. This is good for releasing energy that does not belong to you. We accumulate various energies throughout any given day. It's a way to release those energies. It's good for anxiety. If you have anxiety or you feel anxious, it's a good way to release anxiety. It's also a good way just to get yourself calm, just to get yourself, just to let go of everything, all the worries. So there you go, folks. I gave you one thing tonight that you can start using right now if you want to. This video will be posted, of course, on my YouTube channel, and you can do it to the video. Remember, it goes nai, nai, nai ho wa. I release, I release, I release into the sacredness of all that is. And what you do is you repeat it 5 times each time. So you repeat it 5 times, one in a strong, louder voice. The second time, half of the loudness 5 times. The third time, half of that loudness 5 times. And then the last one in a whisper. And you can even do a final one. You can do it in your head before you actually finish. So it's a way for you to release energies that are not yours. It's a way, number one. Number two, it is a way for you to de-stress. Number three, it's a way to help you manage anxiety. It's a way for you to connect with yourself, with the universe, with the natural rhythms of the world. This is part of energy healing. It's part of sound work, and it's part of just one of the basic first steps of any good energy healing, to release, release, release. Don't hold things in. So there you got it, folks. That was all I wanted to come on and say tonight. Now for my special surprise, and I'm going to go back to sharing the screen because I have an announcement to make for you. So I have a special guest on Sunday, November 12th, 7 to 8 p.m., right here at the Light Clinic. Penny Price Lavin. She's the author of The Healing Field. Her and her husband, Ron Lavin, are master healers. She's a producer. They run a One Light, the One Light Healing Touch healing school. I'll go into more of the specifics and the specific verbiage and all of that when I introduce her. But don't miss this. It is going to be outstanding. She is my teacher in the realm of One Light Healing Touch energy healing, which is the foundation of my energy medicine that I do. And November 12th, 7 to 8 p.m., right here at the Light Clinic. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And now, all I want to say to you is have a wonderful evening ahead. Take the tips that I gave you here to be able to set yourself up for optimal healing, health, and wellness, and use the release chant as a way to release energy that doesn't belong to you or that accumulates throughout a day or over time. And you can use it for stress release, stress management, anxiety management. It is awesome and amazing. That's all for tonight, folks. I wish all of you the very best. Peace and light.